Prince Harry took time out from his apparently exhausting schedule to tell of his own struggle with corporate burnout and the psychological toll of modern life at a summit in San Francisco. That was news to some people who bought tickets for the live stream. His session wasn't even broadcast, and we only know about it through photos exclusively released on Prince's own website, in beautiful black and white imagery, of course. Joining me now is royal and entertainment reporter Kinsey Schofield. Kinsey, the website insists Prince Harry and two Silicon Valley elites dove into the psychological toll of leading through uncertainty, sharing personal anecdotes, evidence-based practices and forward-thinking policies. It all sounds very complicated, but I don't know where he's getting this exhaustion from. He doesn't even appear to have a full-time job.
Well, last week, you're right, America's favorite nepo baby, Prince Harry, spoke at a BetterUp retreat. And the description is just ridiculous, the pressures of today's world and modern corporate life. I mean, Prince Harry basically plays polo for a living. Live stream participants were disappointed to discover Prince Harry's presence was only available for in-person sessions. And those cost, just the live stream tickets cost over $1,000. So obviously, if you've invested this much money, you're going to be disappointed that you didn't get the full show. Now, I think what's interesting is some PR experts have come out to suggest that Harry's team, the reason they didn't get that live stream, Harry's team is trying to control his image more by limiting people's access to him through things like this live stream. Were they afraid of how his conversation would be dissected? Do they not trust that he's capable of having, a mature conversation? Why did they not allow that to be seen? Or is that just going to be like top tier and you have to pay $3,000 for access to Prince Harry? I don't know.
I would love to know what sort of person would consider paying those sorts of sums to see Prince Harry in a live stream. Goodness me. Now, Meghan Markle's estranged half-brother has done this bizarre video mocking his sister. He stuffs a pillow up his shirt, mimics a baby bump, has got wearing a wig and a tiara, calls himself Megane Swamp Donkey. I mean, it's just all very odd. What do you make of this?
Yeah, so I couldn't believe this. I had to go watch it for myself. And he's actually done an update since that video went viral, thanks to an article in The Mirror. And in this video follow-up, he's talking to his sister Samantha Markle over the phone. And they both stress that this is a parody and it's for entertainment purposes only. They feel like the word trolling is not the correct description for what they do. And while I completely disagree with the content and it makes me uncomfortable, here's what I do agree with. Samantha Markle argues throughout this video that it is their right to talk about their family, that everyone talks about the Markle family. The literal Markles are not exempt from talking about their own family members. Samantha said so many people are engaging in this, glaringly hypocritical behavior, trying to justify what they do and projecting on others. She's talking about some of the members of the media that have been critical of them over this. And, I think ultimately hurt people, and Thomas and Samantha are hurt by the rejection. But also I think they really resent the negative attention that they receive because of their sister. And I would just stress, as somebody that has been a royal watcher since I was a little girl, this environment did not become this toxic until around 2018, 2019, and then, really dumpster fire in 2020. And what was the added ingredient there? I think it's obvious that
Yes.
A lot of the negativity is brought on by Meghan Markle.
That is an excellent point. Now, J.K. Rowling has said she will never forgive Harry Potter stars Daniel Radcliffe and Emma Watson for the way they threw her under the bus to support radical trans activists, responding to a tweet that suggested Daniel Radcliffe and Emma Watson were safe from Rowling's wrath. The author tweeted, "Not safe, I'm afraid. Celebs who cozied up to a movement intent on eroding women's hard-won rights and who used their platform to cheer on the transitioning of minors can save their apologies for traumatised detransitioners and vulnerable women reliant on single-sex spaces. That's a strong, strong statement, and I've got to say I'm with her 100%, Kinsey.
You know, J.K. Rowling has experienced so much more life than Emma Watson has. You know, she had to fight for the celebrity. She had to fight for the credibility that she has today. I do think we should stress that there are some Harry Potter actors that will stand in her corner, like Jason Isaacs, who said that he refused to weigh in on the trans debate because it can be such an extraordinary minefield. But he also said he'd prefer to have a private conversation with J.K. Rowling about the topic before blasting anyone in the papers. He also made it known that JK has poured an enormous amount of her fortune into making the world a better place for hundreds and thousands of vulnerable children through her charity. Tom Felton has, you know, kind of weighed in a little bit at saying he would never react to something she said, but the joy she brought to people when he'd go to Comic-Cons is something that really stands out to him. And then also Ralph Fiennes stressed that he couldn't understand the vitriol directed at JK, saying, "I find the level of hatred that people express about views that differ from theirs and the violence of language towards others disturbing."
Kinsey, the hatred is coming from a very small but loud minority. I think the great majority, and I think the polling on this issue shows, stand 100% behind J.K. Rowling, and she's been vindicated. We've seen the reports coming out of the UK, the NHS stopping puberty blockers and cross-sex hormones for under 18s. Everything she argued for is coming to fruition. Now, before you go, I've got to talk to you about this. Taylor Swift's NFL star boyfriend, Travis Kelce, got his marketing degree from the University of Cincinnati. But let's have a look at his antics afterwards. That would be a cringe thing for, I don't know, a 21-year-old to do, but this is a man in his mid-30s, Kinsey. It's just so embarrassing. We saw his antics after the Super Bowl, which were also a little bit cringe. How does Taylor watch this and not get the ick, as the kids say?
You know, I think that her ex, Joe Alwyn, I think that he was so secretive about her. And Travis is he peacocks. He's so proud of her. He brags about her. He's excited to be seen with her, talks about her constantly. I think that she puts up with this because he's just so crazy about her and willing to discuss it. And that's something that she really appreciates. But I'm with you. This is not my jam.
No, not at all. Kinsey Schofield, thank you for your time.